Hi everyone. So it's a very serious video today. I'm coming to you from one of the kind of outdoor spaces at my university, and for this topic I wanted to be surrounded by life, surrounded by greenery, because what I wanted to talk about today is depression and mental health issues, which are far more common among teachers than a lot of people believe. Today is actually the 2-year anniversary of the date when I decided to end my own life. Such was the problem that I was having with depression at the time, and I was pulled back from the abyss by someone who could walk past me in the street and I wouldn't recognise him. It was a mental health professional from the NHS. From their crisis team, because fortunately a few weeks before that the date I reached out to the health service and said I really think I need some help. And there are still a lot of people out there who don't believe in depression. They don't believe it exists. They think it's a social construct, and to those people I say you're lucky that you've never experienced it, because the complete absence of hope in your life is something as destructive as any physical ailment that you can have. It eats away at the inside of you, and part of the reason that people don't believe in it is because from the outside you appear to be fine. I mean, a lot of people who know me, perhaps who've had lessons with me or who've worked with me, might be quite surprised by this video, because I always appear to be fine. I always appear to be this happy-go-lucky, telling jokes, being daft, trying to make people laugh. And the song "The Tears of a Clown" is actually really appropriate for what I went through and for what I know quite a few other people have been going through. That people just, they don't see it because you don't allow them to. And I hope that by sharing my experiences with you today, that if you are suffering, that you feel that you can reach out to someone and show them the soft underbelly. You don't always have to be the strong one. You don't always have to hold it together. Sometimes we need people to take the burden from us for a while. And I was signed off incapable of working for about 3 months by my doctor, and was under the care of the crisis team, who did a wonderful job of helping me just to survive on a day-to-day basis. And since that point I have gradually reinvented myself almost. I'm a very different person than I was 2 years ago, and that's not to say that I don't still suffer from depression, because I do, but it's a gradual recovery process, and it's certainly something that I know is never going to go away. So I'm attaching an article that I've written to this video, which goes into a lot more detail of how I've managed to cope and how I've managed to get to this point after 2 years of working on myself, my self-development. I'm here in Japan. I have an adventure in East Timor to come, which I'm super excited about. And now there is an abundance of hope in my future. 2 years ago, I didn't think there was any. So if this video just helps one single person, then I will consider it worth sharing such a personal experience with a group of people who I don't really know. So I normally say at the end of my videos, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's not been easy watching, but I hope that it's made you a little more aware that perhaps if you don't suffer from depression, one of your colleagues might be. And you reaching out with a kind word or a kind thought might mean a hell of a lot more than you think it does. And if you do suffer from depression, I hope that this video has made you feel like you're not alone. Someone else has been through it and come through the other side, and you can too. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. In the meantime, please take care of yourself.